Hi, I'm Josh Geltzer. I'm sorry not to be able to be part of today's discussion in person, but I want to commend the Foley Foundation and the McCain Institute and all of you who've gathered for taking the time to think about and mark the 10th anniversary of the issuance of Presidential Policy Directive 30. For those of us who had a chance to work on that document, the accompanying executive order, and more importantly, the actual implementation thereafter, it's really been a privilege to see what the US government and stakeholders far beyond it have done in the years since to try to deliver on a fundamental promise made by President Obama in marking the issuance of PPD 30, that the government could do and had to do better when it came to bringing home Americans held hostage, wrongfully detained overseas. There was a lot to PPD 30. There were new structures such as the Office of the Special Presidential Envoy for Hostage Affairs at the State Department, the Hostage Recovery Fusion Cell at the FBI, new issue manager for hostage affairs within the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, and more. These were structures that deliberately brought together experts from across our government and created equity holders, stakeholders within our government, passionate about, focused on, and integrating information on Americans being held abroad. Moreover, beyond the structures, PPD 30 helped clarify what the policy parameters are that apply in this complex, important, sometimes fraught area. I think it's an admirable moment 10 years in to reflect on what improved and what still has yet to improve. And for all the discussion that I suspect will occur today about policies, about law perhaps, about structures in government, I'd like to emphasize before closing the human beings suffering, the hostages and wrongful detainees for whom all of us care about these issues in the first place and do this work in the first place. The human beings like Diane herself, who gave of their time and of their experiences to inform PPD 30 before it was promulgated, and the human beings in our government now and in nonprofits who care about this work, like the Foley Foundation, the McCain Institute, and others, who really animate the work in this area beyond the words on the page. It was a privilege to be part of developing PPD 30, one of the highlights of my time in government. It is a privilege to remain part of a community that cares so passionately about these issues. And I'm very grateful to have had the chance to send this greeting today, and I look forward to hearing about the conversations. Thanks so much.